Hello and welcome to another episode of Be Nature Vlogs. I'm Ellen.
And I'm Becca.
Today we're going to be telling you all about non-native invasive species.
A non-native invasive species is a species that is not from the UK and is capable of causing harm to native species and to the environment. Why do they cause so much harm?
So the main reason why invasive species cause so much problems to areas where they're introduced is all down to evolution. So our native species that we have here in the UK haven't evolved alongside the introduced species, so therefore they're often easily outcompeted by the new invasive species. Also, because they haven't evolved here, they often don't have any natural predators present in the environment that can control the population like our native species have.
As well as the damage non-native invasive species cause to the environment, they also carry an economic cost.
In today's episode, we're just going to show you a couple of the top invasive plant species to the UK. We hope you enjoy!
Here we have a rhododendron bush. The reason why it was introduced originally was because of its really bright, pretty pink flowers that you can start to see here. Some of the negative impacts that the rhododendron has on the ecosystem. It reduces the abundance of worms, birds, and other wildlife. It also changes the pH of the soil, which stops other plants being able to colonise around where the rhododendron grow. There are only like two ways that you can control the rhododendron. One of them is through chemicals and pesticides, and the other that's probably more widely used because it's a bit cheaper is slashing and burning.
This is the new shoot of Japanese knotweed. This is one of the UK's worst invasive species. It costs the UK approximately £176 million per year to control this. It's able to vigorously and quickly spread, outcompeting other native species of plants. Now, the good news about Japanese knotweed is that it does die back in the winter, and if we look over this side of the path, this is some old Japanese knotweed from last year, so you can see how tall it gets, and it's really leafy when it's in leaf, so it completely overshadows all of the understory underneath it. Now, if we pan back over to this side, you can see that there isn't any of the old dieback on this side, so all of these new shoots that are coming up here is brand new spread. Now, Japanese knotweed doesn't spread like most plants through its seed, it spreads through its root system. There are a couple of ways that we can control Japanese knotweed. One of them is to try and dig it up. Unfortunately, even a single rhizome left in the soil can create a whole new plant. Also, the root systems go so deep that they're really difficult to dig out. So the main source of control that we use is through pesticides. But even with the use of pesticides, it can take 2 or 3 years of continual application to finally get rid of the Japanese knotweed.
Hope you enjoyed that. Next week we'll be talking about a couple of animal invasive species, as well as how rewilding could be used as a natural control in the fight against invasive species.
We hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Be Nature Vlogs. Don't forget to tune in next week and subscribe to our channel for more amazing episodes. If you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up, and please don't hesitate to comment in the comments below.
Bye!
Bye!